Hi, my name is Arneeb Mahboob, and I'm the CEO and founder of Conscious Clothing. At Conscious Clothing, we sell hoodies, tees, and polos. When a customer actually buys our product, they receive this beautiful box. But more importantly, when they open the box, they get their piece of clothing, but they also receive this card. If you look closely, it's a picture of a woman, a female garments worker to be exact, who lives in Bangladesh. And she makes on average maybe $110 a month. With each purchase, the female worker who was actually involved in making the polos receives $5. And we want to empower these female garments workers because they're the lowest in the value chain and fast fashion is destroying their lives. With Conscious Clothing, we've actually sold about 100 polos and about 50 or so hoodies. We actually won the UCI New Venture competition earlier this year. Now, we really want to participate in the CSUF Titan Fast Pitch. And we think if we really win it, then we can expand our product portfolio, enter new markets, and reach a whole new customer base. So please give us this opportunity and help us achieve our goal to empower female workers who need it the most. Thank you.
All right, very good. We're going to go now to the panel. As soon as Arneeb is live. Are you there, Arneeb?
Yeah, I'm here. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, welcome. Great idea. Let me turn it over to our esteemed panel of judges for questions.
Hey, Arneeb, this is David. What's the price point on these items?
So we're selling polos for $45. Hoodies for $45 and polos for $40.
That's reasonable. Okay.
And our margins are about 67% gross and 53% net, just so you know.
That's after the $5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Arneeb, Brian here. Thanks for the pitch. Sounds like you guys are doing some good things for the workers. What threats will your business model be most sensitive to, do you think?
I think that's a really good question. I think the hardest thing that I've come across is actually marketing on an efficient, low-cost scale, because we are building a brand. It's not like a platform or a product that we're really building, but a brand. Marketing takes a lot of time and effort and money to really penetrate through and get to a large audience. But I would say that's the biggest challenge that I've faced thus far, and that's going to be a continuous challenge in the future as well.
Great, thank you.
Question.
Can you define your target market and how you will approach that market?
Yeah, absolutely. So we entered the new venture competition. This was actually our second year, and before that, the first year, what we really did was we did a huge survey across 1,000 people, and we found that the people that were most receptive to the cause after seeing our video and our website and our products were actually millennials aged 17 to about 29. And there were mostly female, about 65% who were receptive to this. So we took like kind of a spray approach to both men and women. And so far we've done pretty well in the UCI community. And that's the market that we've honed in on, this age group between 17 and 30.
Great, thank you.
Other questions?
I have another question. I guess you have advisors from UCI helping you with this?
Yeah, participating across 2 competitions has given us access to 2 really good mentors that we have. One is Michelle Greenwood. She's the founder of Good Capital. And she's actually helped us reach investors and angels who are really involved in social impact, funding social impact missions in the Orange County area. And the other one is actually Edmund Wong, and he's been in the apparel business for about 25 years, and he actually helped us design some of the clothes to really attract a millennial market. Like I'm wearing actually a hoodie right now, and we've seen that this really takes off with the right amount of fabric and the right weight, it really does make a difference in having the right design for the right piece for the piece of clothing.
Thank you.
Time for one more question, if there is one. In that case, thank you, Arnie, very much. We're going to move on to the next participant, the next video.
Hey everyone, my name's Miriam. I'm a 20-year-old senior over at Mahalo, and I'm one of those girls that never fell out of the I love horses phase. I'm obsessed with horses, and I've been riding for over 7 years. And whenever I go out on photo shoots with my horse, I never have any accessories to decorate him with. And so me, along with 58 million other horseback riders, are faced with this issue where we don't have any accessories to glam up our ponies. So my solution is Flourish, the first international company to sell handcrafted floral accessories for equestrians and horses. I started the business when I was 16 years old, my senior year in high school. 2 months in, hit international sales, and now it's a globally recognized business with almost 50 global brand ambassadors worldwide. All you have to do is clip and ride. And we have an embedded alligator clip that's shake-proof tested by our horses and is pretty much set. What's unique about our products is that riders are able to express their inner creativity through a variety of colors, flowers, and designs. And we even have a cool flower that's used for night rides where the bud of the flower actually lights up. On average, Flourish products are sold for $5.50 each, yielding a gross margin of 78 to 88% per product and 500 to 800% markup per product. Now I'm targeting a specific type of horseback rider called the Liberty Rider. They train in open pastures like this and emphasize that natural horsemanship. And due to COVID, I've had to adapt and tailor my business model to target therapeutic riding centers where my products are used to help children with cognitive disabilities and used on reins to help them with their motor skills and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you like this. Flourish is what I like to call glam from head to hoof.
Thank you, Miriam. We're going to invite Miriam to the live broadcast now. Miriam, are you there?
I'm here. Hi.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm not a judge, but I am a horse person, so I'm intrigued by what you're talking about.
Awesome.
So let me turn it over to the judges for questions.
I think you did a great job on your presentation. You've answered a lot of questions, and obviously you're further along than a lot of the other people that we have seen. But, what makes your team uniquely capable of being successful in this project?
Well, when I first started my business, I knew that I wanted to expand it globally, but I didn't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars expanding internationally. So kind of the whole structure of my business is through my global brand ambassadors. I have 50 of them worldwide. Basically, they're diversified into over 25 countries, and they're able to represent my brand and showcase my products on their rides and in parades. So it helps build that brand awareness in different countries without me having to actually be there to sell. And from there, they direct traffic to my website and through my social media. So for an example, last year, one of my ambassadors lives in Italy, and she got her horses to wear our products in the Verona Street Parade, which is the #1 horse show in Italy. And so the horses entered and marched with our products, and that got people interested and intrigued. And then she basically just handed out business cards, and all of that was done by me sitting down at home, and I didn't have to go to Italy. So my brand ambassadors really help build that traffic, increase that brand loyalty, and get traffic driven to my website. And plus I'm able to track where all my orders are coming from through my analytics, through my e-commerce website. So that's my team. My 50 brand ambassadors are really what makes us unique.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hi, Miriam. I think you have a very unique product, and I love that. I think to some it might feel kind of niched, but I do think that you really know your market, and being only one of the few, hopefully one of the only competitors in it, is a good thing, right? Even though it's limited market. And I love how you have global kind of impact as a global outreach with your ambassadors. So that's great. My question is, go over again who are your competitors? Do you have any at this point?
Just to clarify, you are asking who my competitors are? You cut
Yeah.
out. Okay, so my competitors, as of right now in the market, there's two direct people. They're not selling exact floral accessories. So there's mane and tail feathers. That's one competitor that operates out of Etsy. And then the second is called Unicorn Horn. And they basically are in my same arena because they sell clip-in products for horses, but they're not in the floral area. So Unicorn Horn sells actual horns that clip onto the horse's forelock, and then mane and tail feathers sell feathers, but no one's selling floral accessories. And luckily with Flourish, we're the premier company to sell that. So because I've worked with a lot of brand ambassadors and equine celebrities through social media, whenever people see flowers and horses on Instagram, I guarantee you that 90% of the time they're my products because we've branded ourselves that way. Everyone knows, okay, flowers and horses, that's Flourish. But what's also unique is I know my market, and I know that another one of my competitors is actually my customer, because I will tell you right now, there's nothing crazy proprietary about my product because my customer can easily make these products at their house. But where we come in is that value, the value that we offer is that instant gratification of you being able to get a nice package of flowers customized to you and your horse delivered to your door. So I would say it's definitely unicorn horn, mane and tail feathers, and then my actual customer, the DIY.
That's great. Thank you.
No problem.
Time
Great.
for one more quick question.
Great
There is
job,
one?
Miriam. Unfortunately, you already answered pretty much. I had like 3 questions back that I had planned, and then you answered all of them. So great job.
Cool.
Where do you see your company in 5 years?
So as of right now, I'm graduating from Fullerton this December of my bachelor's. My plan is to grow Flourish not only within the equine area, but I want to get our products on dogs and cats. I've seen my products on random creatures like alpacas and llamas, and it's got such great potential, not only in the decorative area, but also moving into also clothing, like creating a brand based off of Flourish clothing. We're able to incorporate our products into clothing. So our logo currently has flowers in the horse's mane. My idea is, creating a brand of clothing where our products are actually, the flowers are actually sewn onto the clothes. So there's the clothing aspect, and then also diversifying into different pets and arenas that way. And then also offering a subscription model where customers can subscribe and get a certain box of flowers shipped to their door every month.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Miriam. We're going to move on to the next participant.
Hi, I'm Joshua Worrell. I am the founder of Zeba Pens. Zeba Pens is a startup in the validation stage. The goals are for a brick and mortar store that will sell fountain pens and other fine writing equipment. Luxury pens are admittedly a niche market, but they're a niche market with a high profit margin. We're actually niching down even further than that to target what we call pen people. Pen people are people who have a collection of pens and they're always growing. So they'll have 10 to 20 multi-$100 pens, and if they sell one, it's to finance another one. They also collect ink, so pens plus accessories. There's a strong community around these people. They will form pen clubs where they get together to meet and talk about their pens and show them off to each other. Right now, there's no place to purchase luxury pens in Orange County. The only place is the LA Pen Show, which is 1 weekend a year. So there's a market gap, and we want to fill that market gap because being able to try out and write with a pen is important before you spend $600 on it. To do this, we're going to make a store, and we're going to capture these customers through products and services that really delight them, such as mixing custom ink colors for them on site and having a nibmeister come in every once in a while for special events. This is a person who will grind the tip of the pen to alter how it writes. And at pen shows, these people sell like that, so it's really popular in the community. We are going to continue to refine the store until we are able to duplicate it for more stores across the U.S.
So we're going to welcome Josh to a live environment. Let me know when you're there, Josh.
I am here, I think.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, I was.
Yeah, we hear you. I'll admit that the presentation audio was a little low volume. Just there may be some clarification questions. Judges, go ahead.
I'll go ahead. This is David. Who do you have on? Do you have an advisory committee, and who are your members?
I have no advisory committee. That's bad. Yeah, it's pretty much me right now. Although I do really want an advisor.
Okay.
Hey, Joshua.
This is Natalia. Go ahead. I'll go first. I'll go next.
All right. How big is your target market? Like, how many pen people, as you called them, are there out there?
You know, that's pretty concerning for me. That's like the question I want to answer. I don't know the numbers, but I do know that the LA Pen Show gets 5,000 to 20,000 people when it goes over its weekend. So if people are there, I just need to refine it further because I want to make sure that there's a market before I do anything.
That's awesome. That was my exact question. I didn't know how big the LA Pen Show is, but that's incredible.
Hi, I'm just curious about how you would compete with brands such as Mont Blanc, which has been kind of known to be, and I'm not in that space, but you know, that is already built and ready to go and well known. How would you compete with those type of brands?
Well, Mont Blanc, first of all, we would probably sell Mont Blanc pens in our store, but they're actually a different target market the way I view it, because you have like business people that they go after. That's where they're luxury. And I've had professors tell me that they would buy Mont Blanc, but it was too thick for them, so they put it on the table right with a Bic when they worked on Wall Street. So it's a different target market. We're going after people that kind of collect pens and show them off to each other. So that kind of answers that. But you know, the internet and Mont Blanc and the Pellet Show are the biggest competitors.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hi, Joshua. Great job. Can you tell us what the biggest barriers are to enter the marketplace for your business idea?
Biggest barriers I don't really think there are many big barriers to entry, which is kind of concerning. You know, when you have low barriers to entry, then you could have competitors pop up. I would think the biggest barriers to entry are inventory, because you know they're expensive, and retail space. It's a store. It's pretty standard if you drive around, to be honest.
Thank you.
Other questions for Josh?
Josh, what you said you were very interested in getting an advisory team or advisory council. What kind of people would you want on that council to help guide you towards launching this business?
People who have experience setting up a retail store, and people who have experience in, I forgot the word, when you make your business grow. So you grow in the business, open up more stores, and accelerate it. I kind of forgot the business word.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Josh? All right, very good, Joshua. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the fourth university competitor.
Hello, my name is Blanca Rojas. Who wants to feel good about drinking something good? According to MedlinePlus.gov, a shocking 65% of the population continues to lose the ability to digest dairy after infancy. I specifically came across this issue when I was diagnosed with a chronic illness and could no longer consume dairy. This was devastating for me, especially when I found out I could no longer have my favorite drinks, boba. If you don't know what boba is, they're delightful little tapioca pearls added to a variety of drinks, like milk teas, slushies, and juices. It was incredibly difficult trying to find a boba shop that had dairy-free options, and the more I researched and surveyed others, I realized this was an issue for many as well. 52% of the people I surveyed stated that dairy-free options were incredibly important to them. Well, no need to worry about missing out on your favorite drinks, because Bring That Boba truck is on the way. BTB is a mobile drink truck dedicated to serving delicious and dairy-free boba drinks, while focusing on building a community built around sustainability. Caring and dairy-free done right. This is what makes us feel good about drinking something good. It's boba with a conscience. So why a truck? There's no better low-cost way to test the market I've identified, as well as following all the COVID-19 regulations. Open ventilation and socially distanced lines can be enforced by having a mobile truck, and it also gives us the opportunity to come to you through catering commercial plazas and the new drive-through events in popular areas like LA. All you have to do is bring that booty and we'll bring that boba. Remember, it's boba with a conscience. Thank you.
Very good. We're going to invite Blanca to join us live. Blanca, let me know when you're there.
Sure, I'm here, JJ. Hi, everyone.
Hey, welcome, welcome. So bring that boba. Let's have questions for Blanca.
I have a question for you. Very good on your presentation and all, but do you actually have this out in the market now, or is it just a concept?
So currently it's a concept. I am actually in the process of menu creation. So I plan on the next month or so being able to test out samples to a collection of people and actually get their feedback. Because what's really important to me is bringing that quality and those flavors that people want, although they're dairy-free, but for everyone, and focusing on that flavor creation. So as of now, yes, it's really early in the stages.
Okay, thank you.
Great job, Blanca. You did an awesome job in your presentation. What skill set or expertise do you lack as an entrepreneur, and how do you plan to overcome those in starting your business?
Sure. So I lack a lot of expertise when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur. I mean, I've helped around. My family is a family of entrepreneurs, and I've helped with that. But I think the biggest, I guess, contributing factor to kind of set those skill sets is I have a great mentor, and she's actually helping me with this particular business. And she's helped challenge me and to poke holes in my business and forced me to have that entrepreneurial mindset of how to make this actually work. So I would say probably my team is what is going to help me, gain more experience and get a better entrepreneurial mind.
Awesome. Great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question.
Will you have other products other than boba? And what type of products, if you could elaborate?
Sure. So initially, I would like to start off with drinks and boba drinks, and then also create those drinks into popsicles or also paletas. And then eventually on the timeline is to create merchandise. So, building this community, the boba community is actually very large, and it's a very popular drink that's now turning into a lot of merchandise. But eventually I would actually like to sell merchandise, from shirts to, phone cases and stickers, kind of bringing that very 90s, 2000s nostalgic feel to it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Blanca. Really nice job on the presentation. Other than social media, how would you reach out and attract customers?
Sure. So it's really funny because we've been really working on this issue as far as how else are we going to reach them. And the biggest one is actually they're having big drive-through events due to COVID. They're having now drive-through concerts, drive-through movies, and a lot of them are incorporating food trucks. And we actually are in contact with a pretty big restaurant in LA. It's a small shop, but they're getting very popular, and they started having food truck events. And so that is one of the outlets that we are thinking about doing to expand our customer base, as well as looking at universities and, commercial and medical plazas and getting kind of foot traffic that way.
Fantastic answer. Thank you.
We have time for one more question for Blanca and bring that boba. All right, Blanca, thank you so much.
Thank you, JJ. Thank you, guys.